Oh my God. Is that Benjamin? He is so rich and smart and sexy.
Hey guys. With the recent implosion of the FTX exchange, there is a very bearish sentiment in the crypto community. This is understandable considering the amount of money that has been lost by investors. While the mainstream media has attempted to paint this as a fundamental failing of cryptocurrency itself, it is common knowledge amongst avid crypto investors that holding one's funds on a centralized exchange is a huge risk. These exchanges tend to offer services like staking and lending, which means that it is entirely possible the exchange will not have the funds to cover all withdrawals if a large portion of the user base decides to cash out at the same time, just the same as fiat dollars held within the conventional system of fractional reserve banking. This is rather ironic since providing a solution to this issue was one of the primary reasons that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin were invented in the first place. Remember everyone, always keep your crypto on a hard wallet or at least a hot wallet like MetaMask, which at least allows you to control your own keys. If you don't own the keys, then you don't own the tokens. This is Crypto 101. It is simply astonishing how many major financial institutions were naive enough to overlook this fact. While it is never good when investors lose money, it could almost be considered a type of financial Darwinism. After all, it is stipulated in the terms and conditions of virtually every exchange that they are not financially responsible for your tokens in the event that something happens to the exchange in question. It may be part of the mainstream media's agenda to suggest that the failings of one fraudulent business is somehow a failing of the crypto industry as a whole. This is a false narrative and utterly untrue. But does that mean it's all smooth sailing for crypto? While the world is focused on the FTX collapse and the viability of other major exchanges, they are overlooking something which is tantamount to the success of Bitcoin mining. The upcoming energy crisis. Since Bitcoin relies on a proof-of-work system in order to create new Bitcoins, the upcoming scarcity of oil and other fossil fuels has the potential to cause major problems for the Bitcoin network. While the world is constantly pushing for greener and more renewable sources of energy, the fact is that many of the world's power grids are still powered by coal and other CO2-producing commodities. With the recent destruction of Russian gas pipelines, it is looking like Europe is set to experience a cold winter. Meanwhile, the United States has nearly depleted its oil and diesel reserves. If the price of energy increases, it will mean that more and more nations will be unable to mine Bitcoin at a profit. This will result in many mining facilities simply shutting down until there is either a reduction in power costs or an increase in Bitcoin's price action. While it is true that the mining difficulty would adjust in a relatively short time span, a mass shut-off of facilities could cause a decrease in the strength of the Bitcoin network and therefore lead to a plethora of security problems. With these issues in mind, what does this mean for Bitcoin's price in the near future? Are we going to see a further bear market and revert to the prices we were seeing before the last market cycle, or maybe even lower? No. Absolutely not. Bitcoin is going to the moon any day now, trust me. In fact, it is a very good time to buy a long position with 100 times leverage in order to make massive profits. Use my referral links in the description. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to check out my other video showing you some great platforms to take advantage of this opportunity. I'm Crypto Genius Benjamin and thank you for watching.